A very common question that I face with customers when I'm helping them to design their security solution is, do I have to monitor one domain controller, or is it better to monitor all the domain controllers in terms of security? So I go with them and I explain with this example. If you are in charge of your house security, I mean, you need to protect the access of your house or your building. Do you want to install one camera just in one door, or do you want to install cameras in the different access points where you have more visibility? Obviously, visibility allows you to have more control. So we are talking about Azure ATP. When we are talking about Azure ATP, for those that don't know what is Azure ATP, is the Microsoft solutions that help to the organizations to have more visibility in terms of security incidents, everything that is going on, that is happening in your infrastructure. One of the key points that I like to mention is the Azure ATP is a very powerful solution because it's based on different algorithm and different components like machine learning, for example, to study all the machine's behavior. And one of the things that I also like is the user behavior analytics, which allows you to monitor, have the capability and the visibility to see the different behavior for each identity. So today I'm going to show you in this video how to expand that visibility or modify it if you want to install additional domain controllers to monitor the different domain controllers that you have in your infrastructure. Obviously, the better answer for if you want to monitor your environment is to install the Azure ATP agents, which in this case are the ATP sensors in all your domain controllers. If for any reason you have lost connectivity with your existing Azure ATP agent, or in another case, if you want to add additional Azure ATP agents, let's say you want to add an additional domain controller, you just need to come here to the Azure ATP portal, go to the sensors section, and download the Azure ATP sensor package. Once the Azure ATP sensor package is downloaded, you can extract it to a folder. I recommend to extract it to a folder because there is a JSON file that comes with a package that will be used in installation. Once you double click the installation package, based on if you are adding an additional standalone Azure ATP or Azure ATP agent just on the domain controller, you can take that package and move it to your Azure ATP standalone agent. Otherwise, you can install directly to the domain controller, as you can see here on this video that I'm sharing with you. To install, you need this access key. This access key will ensure that the Azure ATP agent will create a secure channel between the Azure ATP agent and Azure AD, the Azure ATP instance, that will make sure that all the traffics that will be receiving will be securely sent to the Azure ATP instance. Once installation is complete, you will see you will see the service in the portal, but you can also go to the services and check that the Azure ATP is up and running. Once the service is up and running, your domain controller, your Azure ATP agent installed on the domain controller will start sending the packages. Obviously, there will be some additional configuration that you might require to do, like creating event forwarding from your domain controllers. It depends on infrastructure that you are installing, if you have only with an Azure ATP sensor or an Azure ATP standalone sensor. So it's very important to mention that the Azure ATP will help you to stand and be ready against different attacks like kill chain attacks, so you can see all the behaviors that could be happening in your infrastructure. If an attacker is just getting access to your infrastructure and trying to do some lateral movements so can have access to other resources, to other admin accounts in your organization. So it's better to be ready and have that kind of visibility, because visibility will give you a peace of mind, because you can see and in some way to predict what's going on in your infrastructure. Then you can go home with a peace of mind that you have that solution already in place. Also, we have talked about this brief little configuration about in your Azure ATP sensor, how to modify it, but you can also integrate. The beauty of this solution is the capability of integration. You can integrate Azure ATP with other Microsoft solutions, which in this case could be Microsoft Cloud App Security. So it will help you to monitor all the behaviors in terms of applications, and also will give you visibility on all the applications that are being used by your end users and the behavior that they are just trying to share information, and with some patterns that they don't need to share. So you can also integrate it with Microsoft Defender from the endpoint security perspective. So be ready to integrate that with the other solutions and the other capabilities. If you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please do it, so I can share with you more tips and tricks and some very important points that can help you to achieve what you want in your infrastructure and your organizations in terms of security using the Microsoft security solutions.